My name is Andrew Smith, and I am the marketing consultant here at Wolfstone Consulting. We would like to thank the Baptist Christian Ministries for allowing us the opportunity to take a look at your organization's communication and outreach processes. We have worked extensively to review your organization's needs, and we would like to present to you our recommendations on where you could see improvement. I am now going to pass it over to Anya, our brand management consultant, to give you a brief background of our company's history and why you should choose us to help take your organization to the next level.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Let us take a moment to talk about the communion wafer. We all know that in certain churches, eating the communion wafer and drinking the communion wine are crucial parts of the church experience. So much so that we dedicated an entire Sunday to it. Now, let us imagine for a second if the creator of the commercial communion wafer wanted to experiment with the recipe a little bit. How would he or she go about spreading the message of that change? How would he or she receive feedback for that change? If you are having similar questions like the wafer maker about your business, then that is when you bring in a consulting company. My name is Anya Delaramore. I am the brand management consultant at Wolfstone Consulting, and I am presenting a brief history of our company. So my team and I met each other during our 2013 sophomore year at West Georgia. We were all members of Young Leaders of Tomorrow, a club that helps students connect, inspire, and uplift each other for the post-college life. We were all active in our specific interests, but we felt like we could do more. We built good standings with the leaders and other members through our regular attendance and our volunteer work. We helped create summer internships, we attended conventions, and we mentored students from the surrounding public schools. Once we were finished with college, we decided to return to Young Leaders of Tomorrow as a professional team. And after careful planning, a few all-nighters, and a lot of part-time jobs, Wolfstone Consulting officially formed in October 2015. We actually use a lot of technology to communicate with one another. We use video messaging, a lot of open discussions, and social media chatting when we aren't right in front of each other, but we need to throw out an idea or ask a question. We still use a lot of the traditional methods as well. We have a lot of phone conferences, email conferences, we use a lot of postage, and we have many formal meetings with our clients. In short, we value compassion, flexibility, and transparency. And though we aren't the largest company or the most rewarded right now, our main goal is to become a beacon of strength for future leaders in the next 15 years. Next, Joshua Horsley, our project manager, will briefly discuss our statement of need.
There are many student organizations on campus. Many of them offer useful skills training or networking opportunities, but only one of them hits students where it really matters. Cheap leftover food and a place to sleep when you should be doing something else. The University of West Georgia's BCM is an organization focused on ministry, outreach, and relationships. They have a facility on campus that serves as a second home for many students with its kitchen, couches, study rooms, you name it, they've got it. And I want to talk today about how they are looking to address their communication needs for both their internal leadership structure and for the external students that they communicate with on a regular basis. My name is Joshua Horsley, and I'm a senior project manager here at Wolfstone Consulting. We spoke with the campus minister of the BCM, Bill Grissett, and got an idea of what they are looking to do in regards to improving their communication. First, they want to grow and facilitate more events for the organization, and in order to do so, they need to be able to communicate both among their leadership and with any interested parties. Next, they want to improve their new member onboarding process. They would like it when people come for the first time that they are more easily assimilated into the organization and to the many services it has to offer. Lastly, they want to improve the communication between their different leadership groups right now, as it is currently a little bit disorganized. So, without further ado, we want to go into greater detail on the internal communication of the BCM, and for that, I will hand it off to my coworker, Kali.
Why is internal communication so important? Imagine a computer trying to run without no communication on the inside. It's not going to happen. In any business, internal communication is one of many key factors to keep the company running smoothly and effectively. My name is Kali Glover, and I am the Internal Communications Director here at Wolfstone Consulting. BCM at University of West Georgia currently uses GroupMe as their primary source of communication. They have one thread for their members and one for their leadership. My suggestion for BCM is that they should combine those two into one, to where everybody is all on one page and everybody knows what's going on. When comparing BCM to other organizations, we looked at Christ the King Church. Internally, they use email to communicate with each other. BCM's strength would include their dedication to the outreach. Their weaknesses would be their separation in GroupMe, not allowing members to be involved with meetings, etc. Things that keep students interested. Internal communication keeps a company coordinated and balanced. That's why having one thread for an organization would be best. All members would be alert and on the same page. Now, my colleague Gurpreet will give his recommendations on the external side of business. Thank you for your time.
What is the goal of external communications and why is it important? External communications is important because of interactions with suppliers, stockholders, and investors. Also, it presents a favorable image of an organization and its products. The main objective of external communication is to have a form of communication with the public and to establish relationships with stockholders and suppliers. Lastly, it is a way to collect information outside of an organization. Hello, my name is Gurpreet Singh, and I'm an external communication expert at Wolfstone Consulting. Our team takes great pride in communication since we believe that to be the most important factor in business, period. Communication makes everything simple internally and externally. BCM at the University of West Georgia uses their website and social media for external communication. The department's strengths are work ethic, creativity, and close relationships with the members, while the weaknesses are lack of exposure due to not being involved in social media as much. External communications is important because of the relationships outside of the business or organization. A simple form of communication between the public and stockholders goes a long way and builds reputation for the business. Now to Mackenzie Lee for recommendations.
After closely analyzing your organization's communication style, we have some recommendations for your organization. I'd like to discuss some of the recommendations our company has to improve communications at the BCM. My name is Mackenzie Lee, and I am the consulting advisor at Wolfstone Consulting. Increasing the organization's image is important for success. We'd like to recommend that the organization uses a more diverse approach to your social media use. Currently, you're using Facebook and OrgSync to communicate with your members. Using YouTube or Twitter will be much more efficient in reaching more of your members. We also believe that offering a public list of goals and ambitions for the organization would allow people to see the BCM's values. The last recommendation we have for increasing the organization's image is an upgraded website. Keeping your website up to date will allow for constant access to an updated image of the organization. By increasing external communication with students and members, the overall success of the organization will increase as well. Promotions are a very easy way to draw in new members. Offering free food, potential scholarships, and free gifts can bring in a large number of new members. Along with promotions, having each leadership group be responsible for a certain number of events per year is a great way to ensure that you have events for new members on a regular basis. Student involvement is the basis of success in a student-led organization. To ensure student involvement, we recommend that the BCM engages in a simple line of communication in order to streamline the process with members and create an ease of involvement. It would also be beneficial to take a poll from students on campus about which events they would most like to see the BCM host. This would ensure attendance. The last recommendation that we have for the BCM includes using GroupMe to its fullest capacity. We know that you are currently using GroupMe, but we suggest you use the calendar function. This will greatly increase student involvement. We believe that by implementing these recommendations, the BCM will experience an increase in member involvement, increased awareness, and better quality external relationships. I'd now like to give a quick summary before we close the presentation with a Q&A section. In conclusion, Wolfstone is confident that working with us will bring success to the BCM in the years to come. By allowing us to improve your communications, the BCM will experience increased efficiency in leadership and increased member involvement. Wolfstone would very much like to work with the Baptist Collegiate Ministries in improving overall communications. Anya Delarmore will discuss the takeaways after our team answers some potential questions you may have. Thank you for your time.
Why would working with us be a smart choice? Well, that's pretty easy. Not too long ago, we were exactly in the shoes of the people you were trying to communicate with as in an organization. So we have direct experience in what would appeal to us as consumers of your product, and we've worked with many other organizations in similar situations to yours and seen great improvement in their ability to communicate with students. So not only do we have experience from the front-facing end, we've also done many projects with people on the back end and have seen great success out of them.
Being that our recommendations are enhancements of processes that are currently in place, we believe that there is no risk associated with following our recommendations.
How much time and effort do I think BCM needs in order to be successful? With our recommendations, I think that immediately they will see changes and an increase in productivity.
Why should we trust your recommendations to improve our department? Because our team takes great pride in communications, which is the most important factor to be successful in a business or an organization. Communications is what our consulting team was built upon. Thank you very much.
I believe that posting a public list of goals and ambitions of the Baptist Collegiate Ministries by
BCM has the advantage of time and roots on the West Georgia campus. They own their own space in a central location, and they are supported by other churches in the area. They already have potential to become an even larger influence in students, but once they incorporate our recommendations, the organization's potential will grow even more. So I'm here to discuss our company takeaways for this meeting. First, at the top, we have our company business card. It has our address to our office, our phone number, our website, and our email address for any follow-up questions. And at the bottom, we have our complimentary company notepad that we give out to clients and others. It's pocket size, it's portable, and it's a really sleek design, about 50 pages of paper. So I hope you enjoyed, and feel free to take any one of these on your way out. And thank you.